Hello, welcome to my channel, Soulfully Gifted. If you find that this video resonates, please hit the like button. Please comment down below. Please hit the subscription button so you never miss any of my uploads. I already saged over the cards and shuffled over the decks. Without further ado, Power 1, we're going to hop right in. What do people secretly think about you but don't tell you, Power 1? This is going to be what people think about you, what's on their mind, things that they won't say out loud, you know, won't say to you. Or if they say to other people, they're still not saying it to you. What do people secretly think about my Power 1 but don't say? What do people secretly think about my Power 1? We got ground yourself. We got dream journal. So for some of y'all, people are back for like you are a very adventurous person. For some of y'all can have a lot of tattoos. So y'all can have colorful tattoos. For some of y'all stand out. You know, some of y'all different from the norm. Some of y'all give off like this galaxy aesthetic. For some of y'all, I'm getting like a bunch of magnifying. Some of y'all could be very enticing when they see you. People assume that you have like a lot of you have a lot of goals that you want to achieve. It's a lot of places that you want to go. People feel like you're some type of explorer. You know, you go against the grain. Some of y'all are edgy. You know, you live like on the edge. For some of y'all, we got ground yourself. For some of y'all could be a loner. For some of y'all could like being by yourselves. You know, some of y'all could like peace of quietness. For some of y'all work well by yourself. That's what people assume with you. You know, you a lone wolf. You be off in your own world. Or it's like people really don't know too much about you. They only know like surface level things. Let's get some more messages. What do people think about my Power 1? What do people secretly think about my Power 1? We got connect with your bones. So people could think that you're pregnant for some of y'all. Or for some of y'all, people could think that you want kids. Or people could be wondering or if you're going to settle down and have kids for some of y'all. You know, that's what people secretly think but won't say. For some of y'all, I think someone is wondering when you're going to plan to have kids. When you're going to plan to settle down. Even if you're a man, they wondering when you're going to settle down. Someone could be wondering when they're going to have grandchildren. Or some people want to know if having kids is in the plan with the dream journal. Because this is kind of like a planning diary to me. I'll show you guys the card. So yes, I'm getting like somebody want to know if you're going to have kids. Or if kids is in your future plans. If you want kids, people want to know. Or do people want to know, do you have kids? Are you a mother? Or are you a father? Let's get some more messages. What people secretly think about my Power 1 but won't say? I guess I'm gonna take all of these. Okay, we got the journey card. So people feel like, yeah, with the journey card again, I kept telling you earlier, I got some of y'all, you know, y'all are very adventurous. Some of y'all are adventurous. People could feel like you could be going through this rebirth or going through this change. For some of y'all could be just be changing things around in your life. Some of y'all could be figuring out y'all next steps that y'all want to do. Y'all planning what y'all want to do. Some of y'all like to take vacations. Some of y'all literally can be taking a train somewhere. When people also want to know like your transportation, how do you get around? For some of y'all, if y'all be on the go, a lot of people want to know how you afford the stuff that you do. For some of y'all, we got, for some of y'all, people feel like a lot of people know you, or a lot of people want to know you. Some of y'all could be the kind of person where it's like a lot of people know your name, know of you, but they don't know too much about you. You know, you study yourself. You know, you don't give too much off. For some of y'all, people always see that you're around different people. For some of y'all, can always just be meeting different people. You know, you always got people that you always, it's like for some of y'all can get invited to places. I know I'm hearing invite. Y'all can get invited to places, or people always want you around. People always want to be in your energy. For some of y'all, people always want to come with you. I don't know what that means. Like if you plan on doing something, people could want to like, you know, join in or want to join in. We got great fortune. People could feel you're very valuable. Whichever aspect that is. For some young people, feel like you bring a lot of great fortune to them. Like a lot of people, they feel like when they're around you, you always got good things, positive things going on. And for some of y'all are around people that always got stuff going on too. Cause with the journey card and we got the community card. For some of y'all could surround yourself around people like that want bigger and better things for themselves. And people notice that. People feel like people feel like the people that you hang around, people that can add to your life instead of subtracting. Not saying that y'all don't hang around, you know, people, you know, but I'm just getting more so like you try to surround yourself around people that want things for themselves, that want to better themselves, that's on a good path. For some of y'all, you have friends, you only have a numerous of friends, you don't have that many, the group is very small. People can want to know how many friends you have. People can want to know about your background. People can want to know about your life. For some of y'all, people can want to know, like, if you have, for some of y'all, people feel like you come from a well family, even if you don't. That's just what they assume. We got thoughts. People think you're very beautiful for some of y'all, or very handsome. You know, people think about you before they speak to you. You know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, I'm getting like somebody that's like, people see your face one time and they wish they could see it again. Like if you've ever been out passing by, you know, going somewhere, going to the grocery store. For some of y'all could have just been out and about, going somewhere, somebody saw you and they kind of beating themselves up over it, but they saw you and it's kind of what they would have said something to you. And now they think about you all day long. You're on their mind all day long. Like, I wonder if this person is a mom. I wonder if the person's single or not. This person want to know all about your life. For some of y'all. For some of y'all, y'all very, for some of y'all, people love y'all. Again, I was getting edgy. Some of y'all love a lot of color. It could be our eyeshadow. It could be clothes. You know, some of y'all could be part of the LGBT community. Of course, not everyone. But some of y'all like a pop of color, pastel colors. Y'all like, you know, y'all like things that's going to attract attention. Some of y'all could literally attract attention. That's another thing I'm getting. A lot of people secretly think that you attract a lot of attention. Some of y'all could just be very goofy, funny, outgoing. You know, you can't put you in a box. We got family room. Yeah, with the thoughts card, the family room. Yeah, people want to know if you want a family, if you have a family. People want to know about your family. People want to know what your mom and dad look like. They want to know who you resemblance for some of y'all. People want to know, want to see your parents. They want to know what your parents look like when they were young. It's a lot of wanting to know about people can want to know about your upbringing as well. It's a lot of wanting to know where you come from, who you are, because some of y'all, it's like a lot of people don't know too much about you. It's like they know surface level things about y'all. And it's almost like being the outsider looking inside. It's like you see somebody have all these things going on in their life, but you yet can't pinpoint who they are. It's kind of like that. Some of y'all are that person. It's like people can literally watch your life and it look like a movie on the outside, but they don't have like the sequence, like, if that makes sense. It's like they don't have everything. They only see what you show. We got the distant horizon. So we got the journey card, this horizon. For some of y'all could be picking up and moving. People thinking that you're moving. For some of y'all could want to travel, or y'all could want to change something. Y'all could want to pick up and go somewhere, take a vacation. For some of y'all, I'm getting overseas. For some of y'all could want to go overseas, you know, go out of the country. For some of y'all, people secretly feel like you've been out of the country. People feel you've been in different countries, different towns, different cities, different states. Some of y'all could have moved a lot. People assume that you moved a lot. People also feel like you know a lot. You're very wise. So people could also feel you're really good at saving money, because you got, like, the stuff that you got, it looked like you spent a lot of money on it. Even if you don't, it's just the impression that you give people. People could, you know, wonder, like the financial situations when it comes to your background. It's like, is this person wealthy, or this person, do they have a good family members that have, you know, money, is generational wealth passed down. It's a lot wanting to know about your inside life. We got messages. For some of y'all, people can want to speak to you. They can want to talk to you. For some of y'all can have a lot of, even if it's not suited, y'all can have a lot of people around you that want to talk to you. I mean, it's what people secretly think about you. See, people secretly think that other people want to speak to you. For some of y'all, it's people, y'all have suitors that want to speak to y'all. Y'all have people that want to make friends with y'all. And y'all have people around you, they see, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting by one. Basically, what I'm getting is y'all the kind of person where it's like, everybody around you, you know, don't know you like that, but they see what you got going on in your life. They see what you pull up in. For some of y'all, they see, you know, how you dress. You know, y'all can say to yourselves today that it's like they don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what's on your mind. You know, you don't speak too much about your family. The people can want to know what your family look like and shit because of how you look. You could look like very, very well put together, very handsome, very beautiful. They want to know what your family tree looks like, your family lineage. People want to know if you have children or not. You know, people want to know if you talking to anyone. Are you single? Are you dating? Are you off limits? You know, people want to know how many times you moved. Where have you been traveling? Where you been? You know, how many places have you been to? You know, people feel like you're very fortunate. You know, you have a lot of abundance. You know how to make people around you laugh. People feel like they get different versions of you. Because the people that you speak to, they notice that you don't have the same kind of relationship with everyone. It's like you have those that you cool with. Then you have those where you just keep at bay, but you talk to like associates. People notice that. For some of y'all, y'all could be very organized. Or you try to be very organized. Y'all could like a lot of color. You know. We got expectations. We got poverty. We got sudden wealth. And bad health. So for y'all, some of y'all people who want to know, like, I'm getting like with the, like, a family lineage, people who want to know, like, there been any, like, I don't know, it's a lot of wanting to know about your background and your family. Where do you come from? But some of y'all people feel like your family come from money. Even if it's not like a large sum of money, people feel like your family is very organized. Especially with the poverty card, some people could feel like you had a high value life, or for some of y'all, what people secretly thinking I'm also getting is, for some of y'all could have came from poverty, but people are looking at you now and they would have never guessed that for some of y'all. So for some of y'all, you could have came from poverty, or you could have came from, some of y'all dating, of course, switch your roles or how to reverse it, but for some of y'all came from poverty and people feel like you don't look like what you've been through. And for some of y'all, it's the opposite. Some of y'all didn't come from poverty, but you know, I guess you look like it. But for some of y'all, I'm not even really getting, I'm just really getting that some of y'all could have came, y'all family didn't come from much money, but people would expect that they do just off of how you are to now in today's society. They like, oh, but if you was to tell people your story and tell people what you went through, your childhood, your upbringing, for some of y'all, it wasn't all glitz and glam. Some of y'all had to work for what y'all have, and people are actually shocked. For some of y'all, y'all have changed. Some of y'all could have grown up in some kind of way, and people around y'all have noticed that. They have noticed the change. For some of y'all could have been bigger. For some of y'all could have lost weight. We got the sudden wealth card. So for some of y'all came into some money, or for some of y'all been saving up, getting more money. Some of y'all been getting more money. Some of y'all been getting lucky. Some of y'all career or whatever y'all working on, or whatever job you working at, you are things are starting to show for themselves. These are starting to speak for themselves for y'all, Power One. I think a lot of people around you secretly just want to know about you. For some of y'all could have changed to a point that people have to feel like they have to get to know you all over. You're not the same person that you were before. For some of y'all, I'm just getting like some of y'all could have went through this rebirth situation where everything in your life was just falling apart, falling down. Y'all have to change a lot of things, start doing things different. What you was doing once worked for you, then it did it suddenly. Some of y'all have to, you know, start doing stuff different. For some of y'all, a lot of people around you notice, some of y'all could have changed family. Some of y'all, somebody changed their last name. Some of y'all could have got married, or some of y'all could have changed your last name. For some of y'all, you know, y'all grew up in a bad neighborhood. Y'all worked your ass off to get y'all into a better position, a better place. For some of y'all, people are thinking how beautiful you are. They want to know what your family look like, where you come from, your background. They want to know if you were traditional. You know, they want to know your religion. It's a lot of want to know who you are. You know, that's what people secretly think. They want to know who you are. What are you made of? You know, and you're the kind of person people, you know, they see out in public and they look at you and they want to speak to you. You know, y'all look very inviting. Even if you're not, you look inviting. Some of y'all have a resting bitch face, but you don't come off like you mean. It just come off like you don't know anyone. You don't come off like he's like a stank or stuck up face. Let me see. Let's get some more messages. What other people secretly think about my Power One? We got love. People want to know about your love. Like, people want to know if you in love with someone. People, for some of y'all got married. People feel like you're in love. People saying you found the one. For some of y'all could be in love with your kid. I could have just gave birth. For some of y'all. For some of y'all, people feel like you loving being single right now. Some of y'all could be single, you know, traveling, you know, making money. Some of y'all could be falling in love with yourselves. People secretly feel like you loving yourself more. They're noticing that for some of y'all. For some of y'all, people could feel like somebody got their eye on you. I hear, I got my eyes on you. But for some of y'all, this is what it say. For some of y'all, look, we got to say what you mean. We got the love card. Somebody was around y'all. And again, I kept picking this up earlier. You may have not seen this person Power One, but if somebody was around you, I don't know where y'all was at. I feel like I was out and about with the distant horizon, the journey. I was out and about. Y'all could have been going to a store with the community card. Y'all could have been going shopping, going somewhere. Y'all could even be going to the hospital for some of y'all. Y'all could just be going somewhere. Somewhere. All I know is if somebody seen you and you caught their eye and they did not say anything to you. And all they could do is think about that. I don't know. I said that earlier. The cards are now starting to come out in the cards. It's all they can do is think about you. And they don't even have to know you. They can literally just have saw you and it's like, you know how you see somebody? I know I have been in that position. I saw somebody before and I thought they was fine as fuck. And I just felt so stupid that I didn't say anything. And it's like, damn, I'll never see this person again. It's just a thought like, damn, that was it. And it's crazy, y'all, because till to this day, I remember who that person is. Like, I remember the way they look. I remember the whole entire day. I remember the way they looked. I remember, and this stuff happened like 2 years ago, and I still remember that day, that person, and I walked past them, and I didn't get their number because I was scared. But all I could do was think about. I still remember that. So that's kind of what I'm getting from y'all problem. When it's like somebody seen you, or people. I think it's more. I just believe it's more than one because we got the community card. It's more than one, but. People have seen you out and have not said anything to you and was nervous, whatever reason. And it's like they can't stop thinking about you. They can only think like, if only wonder, we got the say what you mean card. It's like they only can think, only wonder if they would have just said how they felt or said what was on their mind instead of being afraid and stuff. And went, I'm getting another message. Yeah. I just really feel like if they would have just, what I'm hearing is they wish they would have went the distance to speak to you, you know, because it's kind of like whoever this person is, they put expectations with the bad health card. They put expectations on it. Like, it's kind of like they talk themselves out of it in some kind of way with the message card. They talk themselves out of it instead of walking up and saying something to you. Now all they can do is think about you. It's like the person that they saw. So you could saw somebody at the light when I was literally at the light. Some of y'all could saw somebody at the bank too. Well, they saw you at the bank. Some of y'all was at the bank. Y'all was out shopping. Some of y'all was at like a stoplight. Some of y'all could have been walking inside of a building, walking down the street somewhere. All I know is somebody saw you, and it's kind of like they wish they would have said something. Because now it's like you've been on their mind all day long. And for some of y'all, they go back to the same place they seen you at, and hopefully they see you there again. So hopefully that's one of your normal stops. But that's an intuitive message for some of y'all. I don't know who needed to hear that, but there you go. We're going to get a few more cards. I'm going to end this message. We got cycles. So if people are thinking about you, is somebody that constantly is going through changes. Again, we got the distant horizon in the journey card. For some of y'all money have increased. For some of y'all health have got better. It's a lot have been, for some of y'all, I'm getting a lot has changed for y'all 2022. Y'all health got better. Some of y'all could have been in a position where y'all ain't have a lot of money. Now you balling, you got money in your pocket, you doing well, you know, you can't complain. For some of y'all using your voice more, you know what I'm saying? For some of y'all putting yourself out there more. It's a lot of people secretly think about y'all. Y'all putting yourself out there more. A lot of y'all going through changes. People didn't expect to get this version of you. People didn't expect you to change so much the way you have changed. Some of y'all have overcame a lot. Some of y'all, if you're not pregnant, you birthing like new ideas. You birthing new creativity. Some of y'all enjoying a single life. For some of y'all traveling, going to different places. Some of y'all are putting yourself out there more, getting to know people more. So that's what people secretly think. They just feel like you know, your life is kind of like a movie. You know, they on the outside, they looking in, and it's like they want to know more about you. Some of y'all don't tell a lot of people a lot about you. It's kind of like they want to know if you got a diary or some shit. You know, some of y'all like by yourselves a lot. Even when y'all around people, it's like, you know how like you at the club, and you could tell in a club who by themselves and who not, even though everybody in the club next to each other, you can tell. Are y'all the kind of person? I'm not saying you will be like that in the club, but what I'm saying is y'all give off, everybody notice you, but you in your own world. But anyways, Power One, if you find this video resonate with you, please hit the like button. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Till next time. Peace, love, and light. Beautiful, bigger, and bolder. Bye. Hello, welcome to my channel, Soulfully Gifted. If you find out this video resonate with you, please hit the like button. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. Already sage over the cards and shuffle over the decks. We're gonna hop right into power two. What do people secretly think about you but don't say? Whether it's saying it to their friend, whether it's saying it to their sister, cousin, brother, auntie, mother, dad, it doesn't matter. You know, it's what they're not telling you. So we're gonna get into it. What do people secretly think or say about my power two but don't say to them? Ancestors, divine God, Holy Spirit. We got great achievements. People feel like, people secretly think that you're always achieving things. You're very goal oriented. If you're not very goal oriented, then it comes off that way. It's like you're always looking forward to something. It's kind of like, you know how you're in 9th grade and you want to graduate when you get to 12th grade? It's kind of like that. It's like you always got something looking forward to. You know, y'all always in a good mood. Y'all always looking for a reason to celebrate. Or y'all just always, for some of y'all could be the hype man as well. For some of y'all like to hype people up. Y'all like to make people feel grateful. You know, people around y'all want people smiling and happy. Y'all don't like Debbie Downers for some of y'all. For some of y'all, help people get back up. Some of y'all, I could like to, people secretly think that you can like to drink. You like to have a drink or two. You know, you like to have a good time. We got taking steps. Yeah, see? We have to take a tips card. You the kind of person, you want everybody around you to succeed. People secretly think that you're the kind of person, you want everyone around you to succeed. You want what's best for everybody. You know, I was kind of hearing, you know, what's best for everyone. So some of y'all people kind of can feel like you can come off a little bit, secretly think like you think you know what's best for some of y'all may do know what's best for some things. I'm just being honest, you know. I'm not even gonna sit here and say that y'all don't. But people feel like you're the kind of person where you want to take everybody with you. You want everybody to succeed. You want everybody, you push everybody around you. You push yourself and everybody around you to go for higher goals. It's like when you hit one goal, okay, what's next? You know, people secretly feel like you're that kind of person. It's like you always taking steps towards something. For some of y'all could be in school. I'm getting graduate. Some of y'all, I'm getting like culinary arts class. For some of y'all, not everyone. You know, for some of y'all could have just celebrate. Y'all just people feel like you just celebrated something. You taking steps into a new foundation. Some of y'all could have just got married. For some of y'all, could have just closed a deal on a house. For some of y'all are making success and goals and achievements, and then you starting to take steps towards your next goal. People are seeing that you are knocking shit off your bucket list. What do people secretly think about my power two but don't say? We got autism. See what I'm saying? Power two, I cannot make this shit up. Look at these cards. Y'all are goal-oriented. Y'all are always uplifting people. Y'all want everybody around y'all to succeed. Y'all want everybody around y'all to come. Y'all want everybody around you to achieve and go to the happiest. For some of y'all, people secretly feel like you're the kind of person where you give off like mentor energy. For some of y'all give off like a good mentor. People feel like you want better for yourself. People seeing that you want better for yourself. For some of y'all, people feel like they don't see you as much. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Because I keep getting these two cards in the back. Their back is faced towards me. So I feel like people feel like they don't see you no more. Or people feel like they don't know what you're working on. Or for some of y'all, people secretly think that they don't get the viewpoint that you get. For some of y'all can have different perspectives from people. For some of y'all, it's like everybody could be having a perspective on something, but your intake on is completely different from everybody else. And everyone around you is kind of like in awe. They're kind of like in shock, like, wow, you never thought of it that way, you know, or I wouldn't have really got that. For some of y'all, people secretly think that you smell very good. You smell good when you walk past people. They smell you. They smell your cologne, or they smell your perfume or your natural scent. They find it to be very arousing. It smells really good. For some of y'all, people secretly think that you love fruits. For some of y'all could just always be seen eating fruit or drinking some type of fruit juice. For some of y'all, you know, for some of y'all, for some of y'all, people secretly like your back. You know, you can have muscles in your back. You know, you can have like a line with dimples. You know, whatever. People love your back. Some of y'all can have long hair. Some of y'all, I'm getting like a clamp. Some of y'all can like to clamp your hair up. Let's get some more messages. What do people think about my power two but don't say? We got new beginnings. For some of y'all could have just started something. Y'all could be doing something that's bringing in a new beginning. For some of y'all could have just had a baby. For some of y'all could have just welcomed the child into the world. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, people feel like whatever it was. For some of y'all could have just got into your career field, like literally just started in your career field. or for some of y'all taking steps towards your career field. Y'all going after y'all goals. For some of y'all just achieved something. Y'all just celebrated something. Whatever that is for some of y'all. And then for some of y'all, you're going to have something to celebrate in the future. Whatever you're working on, people know that it's going to be big. For y'all, people feel like you motivate them. You keep by you focusing to keep going after your dreams, you motivate other people around y'all. That's what people secretly think about you. I get some more messages. We got hidden motivation. For some of y'all, people don't know what you got going on, what you're working on behind the scenes, especially with the taking steps card. For some of y'all the kind of person that pop out. For some of y'all could have been working on something behind the scenes and didn't tell anybody and it actually ended up falling through. For some of y'all, people secretly think that when you don't tell nobody your plans, it blows up for you. It looks more beautiful or it looks more bigger than what you expected it to be. For some of y'all, people want to know what you're working on next, what you got going on next, what new color you about to do, what new style you about to do. For some of y'all, when you post online, people want to know what you about to wear next, what you about to do next. You know, what's your next clothing material you about to put on. For some of y'all keep your private life private. Like y'all keep your private life private. Like if you have kids, you don't post your kids as much, or you post like pictures of your kids, but you don't post like too much of them, or you don't post too much of yourself, or like your home life. It's like people see you, but they don't see like your home life, like what you got going on behind the scenes, your daily 24 hours. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. We got loss and we got intuition and manifestation. For some of y'all, people secretly think that you're walking away from people that no longer serve you. You are walking away from people that subtracts more than add to your life. For some of y'all, people are secretly thinking that people, I don't know, some of y'all could have been competing against something and someone lost and you won. I don't know why I'm picking up the need to say that, but that's for some of y'all. And then for some of y'all, people feel like, for some of y'all, people secretly think that y'all have to leave people behind. Because I got the taking steps card with the loss, and we got great achievement and hidden motivations, and we got new beginnings. For some of y'all, people feel like you took a different route or a different direction. For some of y'all, people could have seen you with a group of people, or y'all could have used to hang out with certain people, and the people no longer see you hang out with them, and you are actually in a better position than some of them. Are you in a better position than where you were the last time they seen you? People feel like you took a new route, or you just took a different path, and it completely changed your life. For some of y'all, you decided to take a different route. For some of y'all could have had to leave people behind, like leave old habits alone, leave old things that you used to do back in the day, whatever. I don't know, I heard that people secretly think that you let that stuff go, and this is why you have a lot of achievements that you have, and why you was able to set off and actually achieve the thing that you wanted to achieve. For some of y'all, I'm secretly getting that people wish they would have did more. Like, I don't know why, but I'm getting, for some of y'all, these are close friends or close older friends. But I'm getting that somebody around you secretly feels like they should have did more when you was in their life. Some of y'all, people secretly could have feel like you grew up without a parent or without one of your parents in the household. Not everyone. And they feel like you turned out to be amazing. You turned out to be better. I don't know who raised you, power to it, but you turned out to be amazing. People notice that, like people around you that seen you grew up. You could have went down a certain path, but you didn't. You turned out to achieve a lot of things. For some of y'all. But what I'm really getting from y'all power too is people around you feel like you just took down you went this different route or this different road in some way, and you let go and let go of things that no longer serve y'all. That's what people secretly think. We got peace. Y'all are at peace now. Whatever you was going through, y'all are at peace now. For some of y'all could have lost a parent. For some of y'all, and people see how you overcome that, how you are balancing out your life, trying to bring more peace into your life, trying to balance and take the steps to balance everything out. And then for some of y'all, people feel like they lost that on you. For some of y'all, people around secretly think that people lost that on you. Y'all could have had people in your life that brought a lot of chaos, or, you know, had your mood swings up and down. People that you didn't know, like, what was next, what was their hidden intentions and shit. And people feel like you're at peace now that you're not around those people. You're not around them people. Also, for some of y'all, power too, people secretly think that you have haters as well. For some of y'all could be achieving stuff, or y'all could be doing better than people that you grew up with, or that's knew you around you. And people are starting to see how you are more at peace when you're not around them people. And it's kind of like these people had hidden motivations all the time, through the whole time. We got the Hunter Orange. See what I'm saying, Power 2? I cannot make this shit up. Power 2, bro. I don't know who you are, Power 2. But people secretly think that you are the big shit out here. You the talk of the town for some of y'all. What I'm getting is, and when I say people secretly thinking of you, this is people that knew you. People that knew you, that grew up with you. People that knew you from your city, community. I don't give a fuck if you moved to Mars. These are people that knew you in the old version that they knew you. These are people online that you went to school with that you no longer speak to, but they know you just because y'all went to school together with kids or y'all grew up together. People right at your old job that you knew. For some of y'all, these people around y'all, they are seeing, and on the outside looking in, they see your life has changed drastically. You are not who they remember who you are. You have changed completely. For some of y'all, y'all have completely turned your back on certain people, certain individuals. For some of y'all, y'all let go of, when y'all let go of certain individuals, y'all life changed. You started growing more. You know, for some of y'all could have got more followers or more views, being more in the spotlight. For some of y'all got your confidence back. For some of y'all out here thinking y'all the shit. And I'm getting this energy of, what I'm really picking up is, it used to be completely different. I don't know why I needed to say that. But it's like, y'all are the shit right now. But once upon a time, y'all always been the shit. But once upon a time, not long ago, people kind of viewed you as you was on their level. Now people are viewing you as you are far-fetched. They're nowhere near on your level. Because y'all have it. It's like, it's kind of like you leave somebody in a place and you come back 2 minutes later and you done realize they done built the whole fucking world. And you like, I only been gone for 2 minutes. But really, they feel like they've been gone for 2 minutes. But really, in real time, you know, kind of I don't know why I'm getting like some type of time travel dimension shit. I don't know. Some of y'all could be watching some type of Big Bang Theory or some time travel shit for some of y'all. I don't know. But I'm just getting, it's just giving that, it's really giving this energy where it's like, people, it's like, okay, it's like people wasn't focused on you, Power 2. People weren't worried about you. People weren't focused on you. And then it's like when they looked up, all of a sudden they was focused on you and they was worried about you because you was doing shit that they weren't. I don't know why I'm getting like that Flo Milli verse, like some, they love me because I'm doing shit that, I'm doing shit these bitches won't. I'm getting run up bands, run it up. Some of y'all could have got into y'all bad. Some of y'all could have got into y'all money, losing the weight. Some of y'all could have had a kids. Y'all could have just took a whole different route, a whole different page, changing your life, achieving things that you wanted to do, getting things off your bucket list. For some of y'all, y'all have completely moved out of your hometown. For some of y'all, y'all have been turning y'all back on things that no longer serve y'all, being a bigger person, letting shit go. Y'all not holding on to shit like y'all used to hold close to your chest. For some of y'all, people always feel like you want to go. It's like it's like you post a picture and it's always just a picture of you. For some of y'all could be single, not everyone. But for some of y'all, it's giving this heavy energy of you being the shit now. I don't know what it's about, Power 2. I don't know what you got going on, but you the shit. A lot of people around you could have, it's not even that you wasn't the shit. It's like everybody on the same page. Nobody really noticing each other's potential. Or they seen your potential. You didn't see your potential. But it's like you on the same page. Y'all in the same school, in the same grade level. And then it's like you making it to Harvard. And everybody looked up like, how the fuck you get in Harvard? You know, we all been to the same school. You know, how did you get there? Like, how did you jump from point A to point F? Like, how did you do that? And it's this big energy of people running around you, that people that used to not pay attention to you, people that used to not clap for you when you used to get your shit. For some of y'all could have got a goal or something. Somebody was trying to not even clap for you, only because they wish they could have attained it. And the thing is you doing way better than them, but they didn't clap for you because they just don't want to admit that you doing better. For some of y'all, that's what people secretly think. So for some of y'all got people around you that just don't want to, just refuse to give you your flowers. Refuse to praise you because you in a better position than they are, and they hate to admit it. Some of them egos are bruised. Some of them are insecure. I don't know who that is about, but somebody around you or people around you is insecure and their ego is bruised because you are doing better than them, or y'all was on the same level and now you surpassed them, whatever that is for them. Or you doing shit that they're not doing, and it's like they feel like left out in a way. They feel lost. For some of y'all got people looking at them lives and is wondering what they've been doing with their life. You know, looking back on their steps, like, damn. You know how you have a midlife crisis where it's like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? It's kind of like that. You make people think what they're doing with their life when they see you, pal. So that's what people secretly think. Because it's like, you could be doing shit that most people are not doing, you know? Or you doing shit that people around you have not done yet or have obtained yet. And it's like, they starting to figure out, what am I doing with my life? You know, this person, they accomplishing a lot of things, accomplishing goals. They getting things, you know, done and passed with them, you know? And it's like, we all got the same 24 hours. What am I doing with mine? You got people questioning themselves, power too. Yes, fear. Look at that. You got people questioning themselves. You got people wanting to know what they're doing with their life. You got people wondering, like, what am I doing with the time that I have? How did this person get here and here? For some of y'all, people are focusing on how you got to where you got, not focusing on them damn selves. They all up in your tea, your scoop. Because it's like, how did you overcome everything you've been through? How did you, what steps did you take? For some of y'all, people want y'all blueprint, y'all manual. They want to know what step. It's like I'm getting like a GPS. Power 2 turn left, then power 2 turn right. They want the same coordinates that y'all had because they want to get to where you at. For some of y'all, people want to live y'all life. That's just really what it is. We got the victim mentality. I cannot make this up. Power 2. Hold on, power 2. Let me come back. Sorry about that, power 2. Okay. Hold on, y'all. My food had came. I had to go eat. You know what I mean? Your girl was hungry. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, power 2. So yeah. So basically, what I'm getting is people fear and stuff. Not even fear, but people around you is secretly thinking they feel like you passed them. They feel like you're doing better than them in life. They feel like, again, this is just motherfuckers on the outside looking in. They don't know what you had to do to get there. Because I see the taking steps card. So that's the taking steps card. They don't know what you had to do to get to where you at. They don't know what you had to do to achieve the shit that they do. But what they do know is that you are not in the same place that they once were. You seem like you're happier with the lifestyle that you have chosen for yourself, the route that you have chosen. For some of y'all could have chosen a better career field. Some of y'all could have went to a career field and it's offering you more money. It's offering you more goals, more achievement. You love it. For some of y'all left a job and y'all went to another job and started making more money. And your old coworkers are looking at you having more money, having more expenses. For some of y'all, people are secretly just feeling like you doing better than them. They don't feel like you better than them. They feel like you're doing better. For some of y'all are very humble. Even if you are doing better than some, you are very humble. I just think that there are people around you that feel like you're doing better than them. You're doing bigger, better things than them. You want a new page than them. For some of y'all could have did some shit and never looked back. Y'all could have decided to change your life in some kind of aspect of whatever that is for y'all and never look back. Some of y'all stopped looking for validation from people and never went back to looking for it. Y'all at peace. Y'all happy. So for some of y'all got a good job, a good career, a better paying job than your last one. You know, you buying more stuff or doing more stuff that you wanted to do, funding and stuff that you want. And people are noticing that. For some of y'all, people want to know if you had help. For some of y'all, people want to know if you had help getting to where you are. It's a lot of questions I want to know because it's kind of giving me like Power 1 a little bit. Power 2, go watch Power 1. But it's kind of like somebody wants your plan, your game plan. I don't know why, but it's like somebody wants to retrace your steps, if that makes sense, to get to where you are. That's how people are feeling around you. They kind of feeling left out a little bit. For some of y'all, people feel a little left out that they're not here experiencing this with y'all. For some of y'all, it could have been a point in time or a place where you and whoever the people were on the same place and they could have left you or made you feel left out of some kind of aspect. Now you're doing better than them and now they want to be back in. It's like they made you feel like you were less than. Now you doing better than them, or now you look or appear that you're doing better than them. They feeling left out. Some people feel like you left them behind. For some of y'all, you know, you could have went and chased after your dreams, after your goals. You could have stopped doing this shit, hanging on the block. I'm hearing y'all could have stopped hanging on the block. Stop hanging out with certain people. Stop being around certain individuals. For some of y'all decided to take a whole different route, and that shit brought you success. That shit is bringing you success, and people around you is wanting to know how you doing what you're doing, and the proof is there. The proof is in the pudding. No motherfucker could say you ain't been doing what you said you was gonna do. That's for sure, power too. And y'all got a lot of people on y'all. For some of y'all, y'all could be meeting new love suitors and stuff that align with what you're trying to do in your life. And a lot of people are noticing that. You can have better love suitors than what you once had before. You can have a better paying job, a better career. For some of y'all, y'all family could have just been more, starting to get more balanced. You starting to achieve more goals. A lot of people around you are secretly noticing that. A lot of people around you is wanting to know, what did you do? What did you do to change everything? You know, none of this happened overnight for you. Some of y'all went to lights and I'm hearing lights. I don't know why I'm hearing lights off, but some of y'all could have went through nights alone by yourself. Some of y'all could have went times without eating. For some of y'all, y'all had some hard times for some of y'all. Not everybody, but y'all took it. Y'all took some L's. Y'all had some losses. But y'all gained all of that back and much more. And people was like, damn, like, how did you do that? Or just some more messages. What do people secretly think about my power too, but won't say? I'm not going to take all these, but I'm going to take one for. We got soulmate. Look at that. Didn't I just tell you that y'all are... power two. I cannot make this shit up. Didn't I just tell you that y'all are starting to attract suitors that align with your path? For some of y'all, y'all are attracting better soulmates. Or not even better soulmates. Y'all just attracting soulmates. Y'all, for some of y'all, y'all attracting people that align with your path. Some of y'all are attracted a soulmate. For some of y'all, y'all could have got married. Y'all could have settled down and had kids. For some of y'all, y'all could be single right now, and everybody around you is in a relationship, and you not, and you about to be in a relationship soon, but you about to be in a healthy relationship. For some of y'all, y'all waited for love to come to y'all instead of rushing, instead of being with toxic people and being, because I'm looking at this peace card. And I'm looking at these two doves. For some of y'all, if some of y'all are single and people are in relationships, it's people around y'all that's in relationships and envy you for being singly happy. For some of y'all. Because I got the lost card right here. And it's kind of, we're seeing the two white birds. You see how they looking at her on the swing, chilling. She getting a pretty view. For some of y'all, and the birds are not seeing the view because they facing her. But she's seeing the view that they're not seeing. So basically what I'm getting for some of y'all is people are secretly thinking, people that secretly in relationships feel like you're happier. You make them want to be one. You make them want to know what it's like to be single for some of y'all. Because they could be in a relationship where they've really not fulfilled that. They're not happy yet. Yeah, because we got hole in the soul. People around you, some of the people, if you're single, there's people around you that's in relationships that's not happy. And then you single and you're free. You able to go where you want to go. Y'all not tied down. Y'all don't have any kids. You can achieve or go after what you want. It's people of you that's kind of envious of the freedom that you have. For some of y'all, y'all could have been single for a minute and everybody around y'all was in relationships. And you waited and you actually found somebody that matched you. That's actually somebody that fulfills your heart. Somebody that you can achieve things with. And people are seeing how you waited and how you got what you wanted. I'm getting like Sierra and Russell Wilson for some of y'all. For some of y'all, y'all could have just... I'm just getting power to yo. I'm going to get into the other messages, other cards that I got. But your message, power to, is y'all are just doing better than what y'all was doing before. And a lot of people are seeing that on the outside looking in. Y'all got a better, y'all was in a bad relationship. Now y'all in a good, healthy relationship. That's balanced. You know, you took a new route, you took a new steps. And all of y'all, the reason why y'all got this because y'all did something different. And people are noticing it. It's like, damn, power to, y'all outgoing. Y'all not afraid to take, y'all not afraid of taking a different direction. Y'all not afraid of starting over. Y'all not afraid of going a different path. And that's why y'all very successful in what y'all doing right now. And there's people that's not happy looking at y'all. I don't know who that's for, but people around you, whoever's around you, and I'm not saying everybody in a relationship, y'all, politics, don't take it literally, but for some of y'all, there's people that's in relationships and they see how happy you are by yourself, and for some of y'all, people that rushed or people that stayed in toxic relationships or people that didn't make them happy, people that's making them lose and stuff, they see how you chose yourself and chose peace for some of y'all, and they see how you got a soulmate that's coming in for you. For some of y'all, y'all got somebody that's coming in to love y'all. For some of y'all, you could be that one person that just been single in your friend group or single and everybody around y'all. And you have to be, I'm not going to say you, they heard the only one. Let me not throw but I'm hearing only one, but I don't want to necessarily put that out there because I don't know. But I did hear, I got to call what I heard. I'm hearing you're going to be the only one to have in an approximate group of 3 to 4 people, you're going to be the only one to have a healthy, balanced relationship with somebody that truly cares about you. For some of y'all, people are in relationships right now with people that they are scared to express themselves to. For some of y'all, these people feel like they can't open up to their partner. For some of y'all, they feel like they got to have their partner's approval or opinion on stuff. For some of y'all, I don't know if you was dealing with somebody like that. Because I'm also getting another side message. If you was dealing with somebody like that always felt you needed their approval, they always left you guessing, not knowing where you stand, always having you in fear to communicate how you truly feel, somebody else got them or whatever. And I'm getting that TikTok where it's like, son, now you crying. You see you got her, now you crying. Stay out my business. I don't know, one of y'all drop that down below. I don't know which one it is. But yeah, somebody got your ex or something like that, and your ex is over there giving them a run for their motherfucking money for some of y'all. And whoever this person is that was so happy when they got them, because I'm getting at this person could have took a new beginning. Go, y'all, let me show you. It's a whole nother side message to how to. Hold on. I was about to end this reading, but hold up. It's another side message coming through. Stop. For some of y'all had this ex. You could have thought this person was your soulmate. You know, this person brought you a lot of peace. You thought this person was going to peace heaven, sent from heaven. But this person ended up not being that. For some of y'all, this person could have got with someone else. This person could have took steps into a new direction, started a new cycle or new relationship with somebody else. They could have posted this online. This could have run public. You know, it could have. There was a thing. It was a thing. This person thought they was going to have a new start with this person. Everything was optimistic. Everything looked good on the outside because we do got the intuition card and the manifestation card came out reversed. And it's next to the great achievement card and the hidden motivation. So that lets me know right there, Power 2, that whoever your ex is or whoever you was dating somebody, they now got your person. And them two supposed to be in a relationship. But for somehow, so some of y'all name keep being brought up, whatever this is. They don't even have to be your ex. It could just be a fling. It could be somebody that went in other direction, that could have been speaking to you. Somehow y'all stopped talking, whatever had happened. And this person ended up, you know, publicly, you could have, for some of y'all seen this person do it. This person even could have did it in front of you. For some of y'all, this person could have went with someone else, dated someone else, been with somebody else. Took a whole different direction, right? A whole nother round. This person could have thought they had one up on you. They was doing something, but they really wasn't positive. That's what it's given. They really wasn't doing shit for real because now they both looking at you. You single by yourself. You know you doing good by yourself. You looking to the future goals and shit. And this person thought that they stole somebody from you. They took your baggage. They took your bag. They literally came in your house, took your trash bag out your trash can and said, I got a girl. And walked on out. Or I got a boy and walked on out. That's literally what they did. Now they was somebody, for some of y'all, this could even be a side piece for some. This person could be a currently side piece for some of y'all. I don't know. It's a whole side message. I hope y'all following with what I'm saying. This could resonate for somebody. But I hope y'all following me when I say this. But an ex or somebody you was dealing with got with someone else. The person that they got with thought they had one up on you. But really, y'all knew who this motherfucker was. This person that got this person didn't know all the shit that they had going on behind the scenes. But this person got a taste of that medicine. Let me tell you that much. And now they both looking at you because you are peacefully by yourself. And this person is like, damn, you know, this person was a lot of peace. Or this person did make me happy. This person was an achiever and got a lot of goals. This person is abundant. They realized they let somebody go abundant because you came out to be very prosperous, Power 2. Then the person that they with, wondering why they back looking at you when for some of y'all could have even been dealing with a narcissist for some of y'all. I don't know why I'm getting it, but I'm just getting somebody. I'm getting two people being pinned against each other. Somebody's trying to play two different people. One of them walk away, one of them stay because they want to win. The person that think they win didn't win anything because the person that they was putting you in competition with, now they trying to put this person back in competition with you. And it's kind of like this person feel like, for some of y'all, I'm hearing you can't compete where you don't compare. I don't know how this is making sense for some of y'all, but it's going to make sense for some of y'all. I'm just really getting like somebody, I'm going to get into these other cards, but I got to get this message out. Somebody is currently trying to put somebody in competition with you. Well, they're trying to put the person, Okay, let me start over. I don't know if that makes sense. I want y'all to follow. Sorry, Power 2. I don't know if that makes sense. Somebody tried to have 2 people in competition. One of y'all walked away, which was you, Power 2. You walked away. Whoever this other person is, they stayed because they wanted to win this competition, right? Now, this person is trying to put this person back in competition. They was using this person to make you jealous. And they made this person think they won. But once you stop competing, now this person is upset. It's like, oh, so you don't want me? You don't want what I have to offer? You don't want to compete for all of this? So now this person is stuck looking at you because now they're looking at everything that you had and they're looking at what they put you in competition for. Now they realizing, damn, you ain't got shit on this over here that I left. You have nothing. You have literally nothing. Now this person trying to put the person that they put up on a pedestal in competition with someone that's not trying to compete. Now the person that is with this person feel inadequate. They don't know how to feel. They feel puzzled. Every single time, it's like they don't know how to feel. They don't know how to speak. It's like they constantly going through door after door after door. It's like every time they lay down and wake up, it's another issue. They cannot sleep. They cannot rest. It's constantly something. They can't just have a peaceful... It can't just have something that just goes peaceful and then, you know, keep flowing. It constantly peace, stop, peace, stop, peace, stop. It's kind of like you driving, then speed bump. Each time you start driving, you can't go any faster because it's a speed bump. That's what I'm getting. And this person's feeling all over the place because this person knows that you're not competing with them. So it's like, how can I, this person is thinking, how can I be someone that's not competing with me? You can't, right, Power 2? So the thing is that this is what's going on in someone's life. I don't know what that side message for, but somebody that you left behind ain't doing better than you, and the person that they chose over you is nowhere near better than you. Nowhere as they're like a level 1 and you're like a level 38. There's no comparison. It's just no comparison. For some of them, they could have even started a family with this person. For some of y'all, and now they stuck with this person forever, or stuck or they stuck with this person in their life forever. But that's not for everybody. For some of y'all. Look at that. The hole in the soul. Family and tribe. For some of y'all, this person, whoever this person is, created a broken home, y'all. Whoever this person is that was putting you in competition, they went off and started a broken home with someone else. Now they have kids. Not everybody, but for some of y'all, this person has kids with this person. It's nothing but a broken family. Because neither one of these persons care about each other that much. It's like this person looking at you and looking at what true love they did have. And now this person looking at you wondering why they doubling back looking at you when they was putting them up in competition with you. And this person seeing how you got so many accolades, how people was clapping for you, supporting you, you know, out here, you know, you got a lot of attention, you look good, confidence, you got your confidence back, you look good, your body snapping and shit, you got new clothes, new wardrobe, new hair, new phone. It's like everybody out here, you shining, everybody here praising you for it, and the person that trying to put you in competition, trying to double back, because it's like you done did it all 360. They don't even recognize you. People feel like they got to get to know you all over again, Power 2. I mean, y'all doing the damn thing. But Power 2, these are the messages that I'm getting. Sorry about that side message, but I can't help what comes through from spirit, because something was needed. That needed to be said for somebody. But peace, love, and light. You loves and beautiful Becker and Boulder. Till next time. Bye.